Henderson will receive the ball at the North End Stadium to start the game. At this time, we ask that everyone please rise for the playing of the national anthem, performed by the West Chester Henderson Marching Warriors.
Good evening, football fans. Welcome to the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. I am Mikey Dunn, joined by Carl Rubman, as we are set to bring you the inaugural game of the 2019 season. The Henderson Warriors playing host to the Unionville Indians. Unionville will be kicking off to Henderson. Unionville in their white jerseys, blue helmet. Henderson with their garnet jerseys, silver helmets. And we are underway here in West Chester, Pennsylvania, as the return man tried to stay in bounds when he caught the ball. The return man was Pat Essenplayer. He was the quarterback for Henderson last year. Carl, it's the Unionville Indians, the visitors. Tell us about those Unionville Indians.
Well, Mikey, the Unionville Indians are coached by Pat Clark, 6-7 last year, 4-1 in their division. They're led by their quarterback, Blake Charlton, senior, 963 yards passing, 6 TDs and 6 INTs. I'll continue on after this play, Mikey.
And those were his stats for last season.
Yes.
Of course, our inaugural broadcast here. Handoff taken up the middle. Quarterback this year for Henderson is Eddie Smink. He'll be splitting some time with Pat Essenplayer, the quarterback from last season.
That was Jay Pierce on the carry, Mikey.
Saw a lot of him last year. He's their veteran running back, a senior. Henderson led by first-year head coach John Lenardi. Last year's coach Stephen Adams left after one season to take a job in Ohio. Henderson 1-19 since the 2016 season. Job back pass to Smink. And there is an interception. There is a flag on the play. It's either going to be offensive or defensive pass interference, I believe, Carl.
Yes, Connor Schilling made that interception, Mikey. Of course, the great running back for this team. Pat Clark has called Schilling one of the best all-around players in Chesmont, Mikey.
You'll see a lot of two-way players in high school football. And it is defensive holding against Unionville. So take that interception back. Carl, you were saying about those Unionville Indians.
Yes, well, obviously Connor Schilling, who's a great offensive player, obviously can do a great job on the defensive backfield also. They're also Schilling last year ran for 936 yards, Mikey, and 10 touchdowns as a junior. As they run off the yardage on that play. They're led defensively by Austin Weber and Declan Boyle, who add size to Unionville's typical tough, disciplined defense, Mikey.
Yeah, they're always very stout defensively. They're a team that's tough is the word I'd like to use because they do have always a great running game. Handoff goes up the middle. That's Pierce again. Carl, we were saying Henderson last year 0-10, 0-6 in conference. Coach Lenardi was the defensive coordinator last year for Henderson. They do have a couple players to look at. You have on the defensive line, which is really their strength. You have Quinn Keegan, who also plays offensive line, but junior Jordan Lodato, he has already generated interest from Villanova, William & Mary. I saw a list of the top defensive ends for the 2021 college class. He's ranked number 7 in the country, Carl. He also plays offense. We got a flag on the play.
That's going to be against Henderson, Mikey.
There's a legal procedure on the offense. So this team, Carl, last year didn't go their way, but they were ready to start working. 2 days after the season ended, they were already lifting, getting prepped for this year. Again, losing your coach a month before you start practicing, rough. But Quinn Keegan said that they can already tell the chemistry this year is a lot better compared to last year. They do have the same offensive coordinator in Andy Logan. Again, as we said, Eddie Smith at QB. Going to possibly split some time with Pat Essenplayer, wide receiver to look at also Cole Cooper. As it is 2nd and 11. Pierce with the carry up the middle. Big hole, and he's got a first down. Carl, even though they were not successful last year, we really liked the culture that they had. We did a game, I believe, where they played Downingtown West down multiple scores, but when they got a first down, the fans let them hear it, teammates cheering for each other, and I remember at the end of that game last year, they came over for the alma mater, and you got chills because the atmosphere they were building. Again, different head coach, but same culture of what they're trying to build. And Pierce, a veteran running back, is a guy that if they're going to have success this year, needs to have big games. Runs like that are going to help. Shotgun formation. Man in motion. That's a player who takes the jet sweep. Solid pickup there.
That's some player, Mikey, and that was a beautifully designed play, Mikey, as some player came from his wide receiver position and went out to the left there and got nice yardage. Nice play.
Yeah, SM player junior. He's 5'7", 140 pounds, speedy guy. 2nd and 5. Carl, I think our listeners are used to hearing us say this, that you get 4 yards of carry, you're going to be successful. They got 5 there. Nice opening drive for the Warriors. Their problem last year was finishing drives. And up the middle to Pierce. Looks like he's going to be just short of the first down.
Again, nice run by Jay Pierce there as he got as much yardage as he could get. Extending his arms out, trying to get every inch he could get, Mikey.
And I like the jet sweep that they had to SM player even more, because if they're going to run Pierce up the middle, you don't want them to just key in the box. You got to have something different going on. Was talking with Coach Lenardi before the game, talking about some of the wide receivers. He said, we'll see how much they're getting the ball because they know that they are a run-first team. That's going to be a quarterback sneak. That's going to be enough for the first down, Carl. Always said, why not just do a quarterback sneak? If your offensive line can't get that little bit of a push for you, maybe those guys shouldn't be on the offensive line.
Oh, yeah, they certainly did get a really good push there, Mikey, and got the first down easily.
1st and 10, ball on the Warrior 44.
Brand new season, Henderson certainly off to a good start here, Mikey. Like the way they're moving the ball.
We saw the interception, but there, of course, was a hold on that play. Not sure if that pass would have been completed anyway. It was good coverage, but, there was definitely a hold. No snap, good job by Smith. Pass is complete. That's to Jordan Lodato. Carl, we said he's getting interest as a defensive player, but a very strong tight end as well.
Right. And we talked about Nate Holt before the game, Mikey, me and you, and he just made that tackle. Really good middle linebacker for Unionville. So we're going to look for him tonight, getting a lot of tackles, and he really bottled them up there.
Lodato is tough to bring down. 6'4", he's 240 pounds. He plays defensive end and also tight end. 2nd and 7, but also may have only been a 3-yard pass, but it's showing you're not just going to keep running the ball nonstop. Timeout, Henderson. Carl, I believe that play clock was getting really low. It is important to note this is one of the few facilities in Chesmont that actually does have play clocks on both sides of the field. You see some of the stadiums, we notice a lot of delayed games occurring because the quarterback just doesn't see the clock.
Right. You got to do it in your heads, which can be difficult. We got a beautiful night here for football, Mikey. We really lucked out with the weather. It's been real hot around here, and we have a real cool night. It's great night for opening night Friday football.
Raining earlier today, and this is getting to be my favorite time of the year, Carl, because I love that cool, crisp air. It's just perfect for football. I remember a couple years ago, our opening game was at Ruston, and it was hot. It felt like it was the middle of summer. It felt like a July day, so this is great football weather. And also glad the rain stopped because you don't want to see a sloppy game. These are early games of the year. You already might be expecting to see a lot of penalties because it's the first time going up against somebody else besides the scrimmage. Smink takes it himself, nowhere to run. Swarming job by the Indian defense. Carl, even when they were struggling last year, Unionville still had a very strong defense.
Yeah, it's what, like you said, that's what they're known for, Mikey. Very consistent display of defense. Since 2005, Mikey, the history of Unionville, which is 46 years, they are 117-44 since 2005. So they've been a very successful program
and of
for
course,
a number of years now.
Most successful season 2017, where they won the District 1 5A level. Man in motion. Smink rolls out. The ball is underthrown, almost intercepted.
It was Connor Schilling again, almost had his second or first interception. It just went through his hands there.
He knew he had to just get rid of the ball, but fortunately for the Warrior faithful, that drive has stalled for the Indians. They recovered after giving up a few first downs.
I like that their willingness to throw the ball, Mikey. That's a good sign for them.
Carl, as we see a lot in high school football, the quarterback is the punter. That allows you to possibly run a fake, but also a lot of times quarterbacks in high school are the best athletes.
Not a good punt, Mikey. Line drive.
And that is, I believe, Schilling on the return, Carl.
It is. Connor Schilling bringing it out to the 35, Mikey.
And we'll be back with the Indians' first drive after I tell you a little about our friends at SWI. That's right, SWI, or Service Wholesale Incorporated, is your place to go for building materials and products. They supply quality materials for building, construction, remodeling, and lumber industries. Their motto is service with integrity. Visit them at 4810 Horseshoe Pike in Downeytown or give them a call at 610-518-5187. That's SWI. We said Unionville led by quarterback Blake Charlton. But expect to see him hand the ball off a lot to that man, Connor Schilling.
And he just pulls his way forward, Mikey, for a nice gain.
Schilling is third for active rushers in Chesmont with just under 1,200 career yards and 12 TDs. And then Charlton, Carl, is one of the 2 returning quarterbacks in the American Division. Now, there was some movement in the offseason in Chesmont. You had West Chester Henderson and East both moving to the American Division. So the National Division is the 6A schools, Downtown East, West, Coatesville, Avon Grove, and then Bishop Shanahan in 5A. Got an open man. The ball is underthrown and incomplete. Intended target was Bryce Whitlock. He's their primary wide receiver. Carl, he had a step on his man, but the ball just couldn't get there.
That's correct, Mikey. A well-designed play, but the ball just did not get far enough for him to be able to make the catch.
John Hammond coverage did what he had to do, just put his hands up, just trying to restrict the receiver from getting the ball. Like them going for the shot, though, Carl, early on.
Yeah, me too, Mikey.
3rd and 4, so 3rd and manageable. Man in motion. Charlton takes it himself. Tries to dive forward for the first down. I believe he's going to be a yard short, Carl.
He is, Mikey. He's going to be short. Looks like a yard.
Needed to get to the 45. They're spotting it just inside the 44.
They're going to go for it here, Mikey. It's a little bit of a gamble this early.
Showing confidence in your offensive line.
Yeah.
Also, might be trying to get the Warriors to jump. First game of the year, maybe not as disciplined. Wouldn't be surprised to see a quarterback sneak, Carl.
It looks like it will be a sneak here, Mikey. Now they fake it.
Charlton does take it himself.
Does take it.
He's got the first down.
He faked it to Connor Schilling there and then went ahead himself. But the offensive line really pushed through to get him the first down.
Only thing with the play like that, doing the fake, is it takes about a second away from your line getting a push. But they got the first down. 1st and 10, ball on the 46. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 0-0 is your score. It's the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. It's going to be two teams running the ball a lot tonight, Carl, but when they do pass the ball, they got to come up with perfect execution. Handoff goes to number 25.
Grim Weston, Mikey. Grim Weston makes one to carry.
Nice job by the Warrior defense. As we said, their defensive line really is a strength. They have Quinn Keegan, Jordan Lodato, both athletic guys, but they also have some big guys jamming up the middle. Second and 9 for the Indians. Toss play to Schilling. He's got a little bit of room to run. Following his blockers, makes a man miss. He's got the first down. He's still going. Finally taken down by Cole Cooper.
Excellent athletic run by Connor Schilling there, Mikey, as he evaded that one tackle, and that got him loose in the backfield in order to get a really big gain and another first down.
1st and 10, man in motion. As it goes to Grim Weston.
Nice run by Weston there. Good blocking up front.
We see so many programs that have multiple running backs just to try and have fresher legs for the running back, but also just a lot of skill. Schilling takes the handoff now. He's got another Indian first down. It's really strength versus strength. The Warrior defensive line going up against the Indian offensive line.
Yes, and right now Unionville's winning that line of scrimmage there, Mikey, and looks like they're going to be tough to stop here. Let's see if Henderson can stop them.
Can they force a turnover? Make a big tackle in the backfield.
Little blitz there, Mikey.
Charlton takes it himself. Picks up a nice gain. The Indians have, with successive, solid running plays.
Yeah, that play worked, Mikey, because the blitz came up the middle and Charlton went to the right, so it was a perfect play for them to run.
2nd and 6.
To get their 4 yards.
Ball on the Warrior 24. Down to 1:10 left in the first quarter. Schilling in motion in the backfield. Charlton rolls out. Nobody's open, so he's taking it himself. And we could hear the coaches, Carl, saying put the ball away because he was kind of holding it out. Warriors did not make the tackle there, but they slowed him up and kind of forced him to have to go out of bounds because he could have had a first down there, Carl.
Yes. Good. Still a good athletic run by Charlton.
And Carl, just notice, I like on the back of the Indian jerseys, it says U Pride for Unionville Pride. I like that. It's a nice touch. 3rd and 3, ball on the 21. Charlton takes it himself. He's got another Indian first down. Carl, I was expecting, barring there being any type of major loss or a penalty, was going to expect them to go for it on 4th down anyway.
Yes.
Also, number 75, Lorenzo.
1st and 10, ball on the 16. Man in motion is Schilling. Goes in the backfield, takes the handoff. Keeping his legs going, but nice job by the Warrior defense. And Carl, although the Indians are driving, if the Warriors can have this first quarter be a shutout, I think that would be a tremendous boost of confidence for them because they had numerous games last year where they were mercy ruled. So I think this would be a nice sign for them if they can just say, hey, look what we're doing. This is already something we struggled to do last year. So I do believe that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. And it is your score here on the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. The home Henderson Warriors, 0. The visiting Unionville Indians, 0. We'll be back with second quarter action after this word from Chester County Transmissions.
Hi, this is Andy at Chester County Transmissions. We're a full-service automotive shop here in coastal Pennsylvania that also specializes in transmission and driveline repair. Just so you know, for all your automotive needs, we're here to take care of you. State inspections, whatever you need. Our number here is 610-384-2879.
Good morning, Chester County Transmissions. Rich speaking. How can I help you?
Please stop in, give us a call. God bless.
Back here in West Chester, Pennsylvania, as the Henderson Warriors are taking on the Unionville Indians. Carl, we saw Henderson have a couple successful plays offensively. Their drive stalled. The Indians have been marching it down the field, but the Warrior defense is getting tough. It's a 2nd and 7, ball on the 13. Definitely think it's 4-down territory.
Yeah, absolutely, Mikey. So far, the Unionville offensive line is pushing Henderson around a little bit, and we're going to see if they're able to fight back here and keep him out of the end zone.
This is when you need your playmakers to make some plays. If you are the Warriors defensively, can you make that tackle? Can you get off that block? If you're Unionville, you're looking at Charlton, you're looking at Schilling, and you're looking at Weston maybe to make a big play. As it is Schilling following his blocker, breaking a tackle, breaking another tackle. Great run by Schilling, Carl.
Absolutely. Showing why Pat Clark thinks he's one of the best all-around players in Chesmont. He broke 3 to 4 tackles there, Mikey. And they have 1st and goal.
With Aaron Young gone from Coatesville, there's a lot of backs vying to be the best running back in Chesmont. Schilling definitely is making a case. Charlton takes it himself, cuts it back. Down inside the 5. Looks like he's all the way up to. Oh, looks like they're trying him just short inches away from the end zone, Carl.
Yes, nice design play there. Charlton taking it himself, getting it right to the end, right near the end zone. I look for Connor Schilling to run it in here, Mikey. Let's see.
Unless Charlton's going to take it himself since it is inches. And it is Schilling, and he goes in for the score. Connor Schilling picking up where he left off last season, getting an Indians touchdown. Carl, as you said, it was the offensive line just winning the battle for the Warriors in that, for the Indians in that drive. as Connor Schilling gets the first points of the season.
That was a 65-yard drive, Mikey, resulting in a touchdown by Connor Schilling.
Extra point is up. It is no good. Got to be sound in the kicking game, Carl. It's 6-0. Unionville leads. We'll see if the Warriors can answer after this word from Washington Hose Company #1.
The Washington Hose Company is located at 376 East Lincoln Highway, serving the city of Coatesville and the surrounding communities for almost 150 years. Our dedicated EMS staff of volunteer and career are proud to provide EMS services 24/7, 365 days a year. WHC offers first aid, CPR AD, babysitting, and several other training for first aid and certification classes. To take a class or volunteer, please contact us at 610-384-6464. Be safe.
And we are back as the Indians have scored on their opening drive of the 2019 season. The Warriors had a couple players actually running to the wrong end of the field. That is early on in the second quarter. Carl, I think if the Warriors could even just get a field goal on this drive, it'd be a good confidence booster. If nothing else, they need a long drive to give their defense a rest. Return by Pat Essenplayer. Great return by Essenplayer, Carl.
Right, he almost broke it all the way there, Mikey.
Those are the type of plays the Warriors need to make, get some energy and the crowd energy for their team.
That was Patrick Lacey, Mikey, of Unionville that made that tackle.
Carl, Downtown East playing, I believe, Archbishop Bryan tonight, up 14-0 early in their matchup. First and 10, ball on the Warrior 35. Pass is complete to Quinn Keegan.
Nice design play there, Mikey. They are going to need to mix in the pass every once in a while to keep Unionville's defense honest.
So, Carl, it's actually 21-0 Downtown East in their matchup. Second and 6, ball on the 39. Lodato in motion. Just making the shotgun, low snap. Hands it off to Pierce, but Carl, you can tell the timing was thrown off a little bit there by that snap.
Yeah. Unionville to get in there and make the tackle with very little gain.
Yeah, you need to have just the little things go right to be successful. That half second, West Chester Rustin leads their game 7-0 tonight. Perkins Valley beating Avongrove 7-0. Smith rolls out, doesn't have anybody open it. Almost tripped up, still up, out. He's finally set. The ball comes out. It's recovered by the Indians. I believe that was recovered by Bryce Karnashak. Carl just took too long to get rid of the ball. He had nobody open.
Bryce Karnashak comes up with the ball, but the great pursuit by the Unionville defense there, and the quarterback was kind of in no man's land there. Mikey trying to make a play, but left that ball out to be knocked down and recovered by Unionville. Great field position at their at Henderson's 36-yard line, Mikey.
Another Chesmont score, Carl, is Coatesville, currently trailing Harrisburg, the team that knocked them out of the playoffs by a score of 7-0. Charlton under center. Drops back the pass. He's got a man, and it is incomplete. Nice job in coverage by the Warriors. That is Nate Mulhern, excuse me.
That was number 15, Ben Martin, Mikey, that made that nice defensive play.
Sorry, Martin was the receiver there for the Indians. It was Mulhern.
Right.
It was 15 on 15.
15 on 15. It's unusual to see two numbers going out against each other.
2nd and 10, ball on the 36. Handoff goes to Grim Weston. He's had a couple nice runs so far tonight, Carl.
Yeah, so it looks like the Unionville has more than just one running back, Mikey.
Third and 5, ball on the 31. Carl, I have to think that they will probably go for it if they end up getting a 4th down. They're feeling very confident in their running game.
I agree, Mikey.
Carlton takes it himself. He's got the 1st down. Still going, finally brought down inside the 20.
Yeah, nice option play there, Mikey. He faked it and he ran it himself. And really, when he made the right decision there, that's where the opening was. Charlton doing an excellent job of running this offense, Mikey.
First and 10, ball on the Warrior 18. Carlton drops back, throws it up, just a little too far. Oh, and there is a flag, Carl.
That ball's uncatchable, Mikey.
Maybe they're saying it wasn't catchable, though, because of some pass interference being done. Couldn't see much from our angle, but that is on the further end of the field that we're at. Do believe it's definitely going to be a defensive penalty. They're calling defensive pass interference. Probably some hand fighting going on there that we weren't able to see. Unionville already in good field position, getting some help from the Warrior defense. The ball has now been spotted by the officials. First and goal, ball on the, I believe, 9. Excuse me, it's the first and goal from the 10. High formation. Schilling takes the handoff, makes a man miss, and he's into the end zone for the score. 10-yard touchdown run. Connor Schilling, his 2nd on the night. Just good, tough running there, Carl.
Absolutely, Mikey. You could pretty much tell right away he was going to get in. And he did. Great run by Schilling.
Extra point is up. This time it is also no good.
Well, we see where they might need some help on the kicking game there, Mikey.
It was a high kick, a far kick, but a wide kick. So Unionville leads 12-0 over Henderson. It's the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. We'll be back after this word from Miller's Insurance.
Chester County's most trusted insurance agency. Whether it's for your automobile or your home, a life insurance policy, or coverage for your business. Since 1975, Miller's Insurance Agency has been protecting homes, property, people, and businesses throughout Chester County. Miller's guides you every step of the way, providing the best options, getting you the right policy that works best for you. Contact us today for a no-cost consultation. Miller's Insurance Agency. We're here today for your tomorrows. Visit online at miainc.com.
And we are back here at Henderson High School as the Unionville Indians have just taken a 12-0 lead over the Henderson Warriors. It has been the Connor Schilling show tonight, Carl. The Warriors have not really gotten much going offensively. Had a couple first downs on their opening drive. Last drive, they had a fumble. The Indians really dominating, just offensively and defensively thus far.
Well, you know, Mike, it all comes down to line play and skill players. And Unionville seems to have too many of them for Henderson.
This time, Essen player wrapped up by the coverage of the Indians. Carl, I have to think that Unionville might want to start going for 2-point conversions, or did they get their kickers some more practice and live gameplay? But it seemed like, again, good, strong kicks, just not accurate.
Well, you got to make your extra points, Mikey. They'll come down. Sometimes the games can come down to that. As you say, you got to be strong in the kicking game.
If you're the Warriors, Carl, do you keep just trying to get the ball to Pierce? Do you try maybe do a trick play to catch the Indians off guard?
Yeah, they got to go with their bread and butter here. They just got to block a little bit better and get Jay off there. There's Essen player.
I always like to see the ball getting in the hands of the playmakers. That would be Essen player. That would be Pierce. Lodato at tight end. Cannot have 0 negative yardage plays, and that was a loss there, Carl. Going up against a strong defense, you don't want to be put in situations where they know you're going to have to throw. 2nd and 11. Shotgun formation. Smake drops back the pass, and he's pressured in the backfield, and he's taken down for a sack. That's Nate Holt and Declan Boyle both in on the sack.
That's correct, Mikey. Both of them got in there, and he was in no man's land again there as he had nowhere to go. Had to take that sack.
I think Smake's getting a little bit frustrated because, I mean, again, as you said, their players were, the 2 players for the Indians were right there in the backfield with him.
Yeah, he really had no chance on that play.
3rd and 21. This is where you frequently see either a running play or a screen pass just to give some room for the punting unit.
Yeah, it's going to be a run here, Mikey. He'll probably give it to Jay.
And it is a run up the middle. Nice run by Pierce. Still going. Carl, he's got a first down. He's still going up the sideline. 1 man to beat. Finally pushed out of bounds by Bryce Whitlock. What a run by Jay Pearson. He's fired up. The Warriors sideline is fired up. And this crowd is fired up. What a run. Carl, we said get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. That's what they did. Nice hole by the offensive line, but that was all Pierce once he got to daylight.
He got outside and used the speed. And if it wasn't for Mr. Bryce Whitlock there, that would have been a touchdown, Mikey. And
great speed shown by Whitlock.
Yes.
So you see Pierce there fired up. They're giving him a breather. Can they capitalize on that great run?
You're going to have to call timeout here, Mikey. Confusion.
Could see one of the coordinators signaling timeout as they just weren't sure what they wanted to do there. Folks, you can advertise on 3ctvlive.com or chesmontfootball.com. Just give us a call at 610-269-5000 for sponsorship opportunities. Again, you too can advertise on 3ctvlive.com and chesmontfootball.com events. Call 610-269-5000 for sponsorship opportunities. We bring you great games every week on ChesmontFootball.com's Chesmont Game of the Week. Next week, Carl, it's going to be Great Valley taking on West Chester Ruston. That game at West Chester Ruston. Coming up on September 6th, Sun Valley at West Chester East. And then up on the 13th, it's Kennett taking on these Unionville Indians. Always a great matchup, that great rivalry they have built in between those two schools. A lot of great games this season, especially looking forward to. We have the Battle of the Brandywine back on our broadcast this year. We did not have that last season. And of course, Coatesville versus Downtown West, Coatesville versus Downtown East. Also looking forward to seeing Avongrove versus Ruston. Also have Bishop Shanahan against Downtown West this season. So a lot of great games. Make sure you tune in every week to the Chesmont Game of the Week on chesmontfootball.com. Smink drops back, getting pressured again. Needs to watch out for that ball. Ball comes out. And exactly what you didn't want to see happen if you're a Warrior fan. Declan Boyle recovers the fumble. Carl, you got to be strong with that ball. Hold it tight when you're getting pressured. And that run by Pierce was wasted. The very next play, Carl, they even called a timeout before that play.
Didn't like that call, Mikey. It's really dangerous. Eddie's just got to do a better job securing that ball. Wasted that beautiful run by Pierce, unfortunately.
And you see one of the coaches talking to Pierce, probably telling him, hey, you know, keep up your energy, keep up your effort. Great run by you. We're going to keep feeding you the ball. Hopefully your defense gets your back. Handoff goes to Grim Weston. It should be Weston Grimm. Been saying his name wrong, Carl. In our program, we have on one side we have last name first, first name last. On the other side, it's switched up. So apologies to Weston Grimm's family.
I like Weston as a first name better, Mikey. And he just bullied the Henderson, the whole team, it seemed like there, Mikey, for the first down.
He gets the carry again. This time,
they finally stopped him.
Nice tackle by John Hamm. Carl, want to go back to that fumble. You already have one fumble on the night. If you're Smake, you've got to make sure you hold that ball really tight to you. Again, especially in that situation, you have great field position after a big play. It's after the timeout, so you've got to expect that they're discussing ball security with him. He's been getting pressured all night. That's the most important thing. You get sacked, okay, cannot lose the football. 2nd and 9, ball on the 42. See if the Warriors can force a turnover themselves. Run up the middle. Great run there by the Indians. As that is Sean Kelly, the junior 5'10" running back.
Seems whoever they put in there, they seem to be able to run right through these Henderson Warriors, Mikey.
First and 10, ball on the 47. Charlton takes it himself. Nice job taking him down in the backfield. Looked like that was Mark Gunther. Couple men back there, but also Nate Mulhern on the play.
Yeah, Nate Mulhern is correct, Mikey. Question is, can they make a couple plays in a row here, Mikey? Because Unionville seems to be able to get what they want when they need it.
They're really good at breaking tackles. You got to just wrap up. Unionville's going to keep their legs going, so you just got to bring them down, keep wrapping up. And in motion, Charlton takes it himself. Pressured in the backfield. Got to keep in coverage, and they do, but Charlton takes it himself.
It's good to have a good running quarterback there, Mikey. He was in distress there, but used his athletic ability to get outside and pick up a nice gain.
I wasn't sure, Carl. I thought that maybe we were going to get him for a false start there. Saw Charlton actually kind of flinch a little when there was a man in motion.
Referees may not caught that one, Mikey.
I've seen that caught a little bit in the NFL this preseason.
Yeah.
3rd and 4, ball on the 41. See if the Warriors can get a stop here, maybe force a loss of yardage. And it's going to be a first down for the Indians. That's Sean Kelly again. Carl, they're working a third back into the mix here.
Yeah, they all look alike to me, Mikey, as far as the way they run and the way they drive through the ball.
This offensive line keeps getting people holes. They can put in 4, 5, 6 running backs. And it's running at the strength of the Warriors. Again, their ends, I think, there's where they're at their greatest strength, but the whole defensive line is very strong for the Warriors. But
I always look, they do have a good offensive line, a good running game, but, at some point when they play against better teams, Mikey, they're going to need that passing game.
Well, we saw the speed that Whitlock has on it, the defensive play made. And that is a great sack, Carl, by Jordan Lodato.
There it is.
We said they needed to get the pressure. He's got great speed, great quickness, and he's also a big guy, Carl.
He is. He looks like a college player out there, Mikey, with size.
There's a reason why he's rated as highly as he is. Again, already has offers from William & Mary and Villanova, but I believe I read that he had a visit with Syracuse already this during the offseason. Now, can the Warriors build on that? They had a great offensive play. Next play didn't go so well. Defensively, they just had a big play. Can they follow that up with another good play? It's about building on play after play, just like they're going to look to do this season, Carl. Game after game, just finding things to build on. First-year coach. They had a rough season last year, although, again, we really liked the position the program was going in. We saw they're down 12-0 in this game. They have a big first down. Everybody getting fired up. They just need to keep building, doing little things. Do a bunch of little things right, that turns into great big things.
And what they need here is to hold them, to a small gain here.
2nd and 14. Charlton drops back. A lot of pressure again. This time pass is complete to Bryce Whitlock. Nice job by Charlton completing that pass, but they weren't even able to get back to the original line of scrimmage, Carl.
No, John Hamm making a nice tackle. It was actually a nice design play, but John Hamm stopped it with a great tackle there. If he would have broke that tackle, they would have had a big gain there.
It was an open man, but they did what they needed to do. They made a tackle in the open field.
So that was a nice positive.
Big down here
play
for the Warriors. Sorry to cut you off. 3rd and 12. Good. 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the first half. Can the Warriors force a stop? Charlton rolls out. He's running for his life there. Lowers his head. Tries to get every yard he can. Now he's going to make this, Carl, a probably 4th down conversion attempt by the Indians because it's way too far away to kick a field goal. I think they're too close to punt. Do believe they're going to go for it here, Carl.
Yeah, they'll definitely go for it here, Mikey.
Wouldn't be surprised if Pat Clark calls a timeout, and he does, Carl. Folks, just a reminder, you can follow us on social media. You can follow us on Twitter at ChesmontFB. You can like us on Facebook at 3CTV Live and follow us on Instagram at 3CTV Live.
So we have 4th and 4 here, Mikey. It'd be interesting to see what they call here. It'd probably be a run play.
Either that or perhaps a play-action pass or a run-pass option. Give Charlton the chance to make the decision. We've seen him make.
Exactly. Look for a run-pass option. It's worked pretty well tonight.
If the Warriors get a stop, even if they don't score in the ensuing possession, they go into the half down 12-0 after a couple big defensive plays. I think that'll be something very positive for them to take out of the half. But it's 4th and 5, Carl. They have up on the scoreboard. Minute 34 to go here in the first half. Charlton takes himself and he's running. He's got enough for the first down. He's still going, Carl, inside the 15-yard line, all the way up to the 11. Carl, way too big of a running lane for Charlton.
It was a run-pass option, but the obvious option there was for him to carry the ball himself there, Mikey.
And we are in high school, so the clock stops for the chains to move, but it is moving again. Minute 21 to go here in the first half. First down, Indians on the Warrior 11-yard line. Warriors showing blitz. Charlton takes himself again. Lowers his head. He's in for the score. 11-yard touchdown run, Blake Charlton. Carl, those last 2 runs, too easy.
Yeah, way too easy there, Mikey. Charlton just ran right up the middle there, wide open for an easy touchdown.
And Carl, after 2 unsuccessful extra points, the Indians will go for 2. It's actually the Wildcat Schilling takes it, and he had stopped at the goal line, Carl. 3 touchdowns for the Indians. Not able to convert on the point after the 2-point conversion.
Good job by their defense there to stop him on that 2-point conversion, Mikey.
We'll be back with the rest of this first half after a word from ChesmontFootball.com.
Harry!
Hey there.
Hurry up, buddy. We're going to be late for the game.
No, Pops. We can watch it on ChesmontFootball.com at any time.
You do say.
Sure thing, Coach. We can stream it live on any smart device.
And we are back here at Henderson High School. It's the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. Your score, Unionville 18, Henderson nothing. Minutes ago here, can the Warriors put some points on the board? Maybe put the ball in Pierce's hands again, or could they have another good kickoff return? That's a great job again by the Unionville kick coverage. They gave up 1 big return, but the last 2 have been little to no return.
Yep, good coverage.
Carl, it's been a pretty quick first half as it's game started just 47 minutes ago. It's almost halftime.
Right, a lot of running plays, not a lot of stoppages. Actually, not that many penalties either, Mikey. Obviously, Unionville has a good football team this year. We'll see when they get against tougher competition how good they are.
Good. You could see for Henderson there have been some positive points. You see their 2 big playmakers. Pierce making a big run. Lodato with the sack. And Pierce again, Carl. He's fighting hard.
He is. I like the way he's running the ball, Mikey. He's running with a lot of enthusiasm. It looks like he's having fun running the football.
And Carl, I may have misspoke because I'm seeing conflicting reports. I saw one report saying that that Coatesville gave up a touchdown. I'm seeing another one saying that it's 0-0. So we're trying to get you some more accurate scores. Ruston leads Sun Valley 13-0. Nowhere to run there for the Warriors.
Well, Eddie, unfortunately, probably should have given it to Jay. He faked it, ran it himself for absolutely no gain.
So, Carl, we do have an update. It's actually 0-0 in that Coatesville game. There was a touchdown by Dupree Bryant that got waved off for a legal man downfield. And that's going to do it here for the first half as the Warriors have opted to not run another play. They're going to go into halftime, figure out what they're going to do to stop this Indian rush attack, as it is Unionville 18, Henderson nothing. It's the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. Stay tuned for second half action on ChesmontFootball.com.
Please welcome to the field the Unionville High School Marching Band. The trick, intelligently applied, allows us to make visible the supernatural, the imaginary, and even the impossible. Film was silent until sound. Film was black and white until color. The impossible was unthinkable until special effects. Witness the rise of the art of the film in Unionville High School's performance of The Curtain. Unionville High School Ensemble is led by drum majors Hanley Yin, Jenna Ahart, and band president Nathan Ganty. Leadership also includes wind captains Julia Weber and Natalie McKay. Guard captains Brooke Baumeister and Ashley Zrebeck. Percussion captain Apramea Cesachar. Music for the 2019 show is by Snarky Puppy, Cirque du Soleil, George Gershwin, and Eric Satie. Arrangements this year by Matt Glass, Sean Clendening, and Mike Bishop. Drill design by Eddie Otto. Choreography and movement by Tanner Jones, Olivia Kleintz, and Julia Otto.
things on that are here. School starts on Monday.
We can hear them.
I hear you now. Welcome back to second half action of the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. I am Mikey Dunn, joined by Carl Rudman, as it is the Unionville Indians leading the Henderson Warriors by a score of 18-0. Carl, tell us the first half scoring summary.
Well, after a scoreless first quarter, Mikey, Unionville got on the board on a 65-yard drive, led by Connor Schilling and Blake Charlton, with Connor Schilling going in from 1 yard. The extra point was no good. It was 6-0. Then on the next drive, Unionville got the ball and went 36 yards after a fumble by quarterback Eddie Schmirk, and it was a 10-yard run by Connor Schilling to make it 12-0. Extra point was no good again. Then on the next possession, after another fumble by Eddie Smirk, after a long run by
and we'll continue that first half scoring recap in just a moment as the Indians are taking the second half kickoff. Nice job there by the kick coverage of the Warriors. And Carl, we had one more score in the first half by the Indians.
Right, after Jay Pierce had that long run, unfortunately Eddie Smirk fumbled again, and Unionville took it in from 70 yards. This time it was Blake Charlton on an 11-yard run up the middle, Mikey. They went for a 2-point conversion, and Connor Schilling was stopped, and it's 18-0 Unionville.
And they get the ball to start the second half. 1st and 10, ball on their own 20. Schilling takes the handoff. He's got a lot of room to run. He's got a first down and then some. Big run for Connor Schilling. To get you some other Chesmont scores, it's Perkiomen Valley leading Avongrove 10-3 in the third quarter. Downtown East leads Archbishop Ryan 35-6. It's Ruston leading Sun Valley 27-0. And we also have Great Valley leading Phoenixville 15-0. Run up the middle by the Indians. That would be Weston Grimm on the run.
Yes, good gang tackling, which is what Henderson needs, Mikey. They need more guys involved taking down these Unionville runners.
Two more Chesmont scores. Kennett leads Oxford 16-0. And West Chester East leads Council Rock North 7-0. Carl, West Chester East is actually considered, along with Ruston and Unionville, as one of the favorites this year. A really rejuvenated program these after last year, where they were very strong, following a couple of lean years. Charlton rolls out. Lodato trying to chase after him. Diving, breaking the tackle. Is Charlton passes incomplete. He had a man, but it was really a tough throw and a tough catch. Although he didn't get there, nice pursuit by Lodato.
Yeah, Lodato almost got him by the legs there. Incomplete as he was going to Declan Boyle there.
Now, Carl, these are the plays that Unionville had trouble getting that Henderson had trouble getting off the field in the first half. Can they make a big defensive stop on a 3rd and long? Unionville on their own side of the field, so don't think it's 4-down territory, but if you allow it to be a 4th and 1, 4th and 2, they might go for it. A little bit of a broken play there. The Charlton is taken down in the backfield. Looked like Quinn Keegan was the man who made the first hit on him. And Carl, he took that snap, turned around, he went, wait, something's not right here.
Yeah.
Just tried to run.
Yeah, they had a mix-up there, and that was a big break for Henderson. And they're probably going to have their first punt of the game, I believe, Mikey.
That is correct, Carl. And with those 3 missed conversions, 2 extra points and 2-point conversion, Carl, Henderson gets a touchdown, an extra point. They're down by 11. So can they get the offense going? They got to not have any penalties here, have a good return. Make sure if you're the return man, which is...
Oh, no.
And it is Declan Boyle running with it. And Carl, he's got enough for the first down. What a call by Pat Clark.
Yeah, that was well, was that a fake, Mikey, or was that a missed snap and he decided he had to run the ball?
Not quite sure, actually, Carl. I'm going to give Pat Clark the benefit of the doubt.
Well, I tell you,
I think it might have been the snap, actually.
Yeah, it worked because the way the play was done, the whole right side was open, and Declan used good speed there to get the first down, and a very bad break for the Henderson Warriors.
So run up the middle for the Indians. It's been their bread and butter all night. That's Sean Kelly. And we have a player down for the Warriors. Going to take this time to talk about our friends at SWI. That's right, SWI, or Service Wholesale Incorporated, is your place to go for building materials and products. They supply quality materials for the building, construction, remodeling, and lumber industries Their motto is service with integrity. Visit them at 4810 Horseshoe Pike in Downingtown or give them a call at 610-518-5187. That's SWI. The injured Warrior is walking off the field.
Yeah, very gingerly, Mikey.
And it's always good when you see the player walking off on their own power. Just like SWI, you too can advertise on 3ctvlive.com and chesmontfootball.com by calling 610-269-5000 for sponsorship opportunities. That's 610-269-5000. Second and 5, ball on the 48. Low pass, Carl. That is going to be incomplete. Pass intended for Stefan Twombly. Carl, he had him.
Yeah, he had him just a little bit up, a little bit higher. And that would have been a nice completion.
Charlton, Carl, a little bit inconsistent with his passes. I mean, although he is fifth for active QBs in passing yards, just 6 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. So again, they are a running team, but as you said, when they start playing West Chester East, West Chester Ruston, they're going to need to convert more of these passes. Handoff up the middle. Nice job by the Warrior D. Nowhere to run, Carl.
Warriors D has actually been good this third quarter, Mikey. Unfortunately, the punt that they ran for a first down negated them getting the ball back. But so far, they've done a good job.
And we have another injury. So while they tend to that injured player, looks like it's actually a cramp, Carl, but while they tend to that injured player, we're going to hear from our friends at Chester County Transmissions.
Hi, this is Andy at Chester County Transmissions. We're a full-service automotive shop here in Coatesville, Pennsylvania that also specializes in transmission and driveline repair. Just so you know, for all your automotive needs, we're here to take care of you. State inspections, whatever you need. Our number here is 610-384-2879.
Good morning, Chester County Transmissions. Rich speaking. How can I help you?
Please stop in, give us a call. God bless.
The Indians look like now they're going to have their first actual punt. Still not sure if that was just a low snap or a fake before. Either way, got the Indians a first down. Different man back to return this time for the Warriors. This time it's not going to be as a player. And that was blocked, Carl. And Carl, once it was blocked, it actually didn't matter that other guy touched it just because I believe it should be actually, I don't know if that would have been recovered. Not 100%. I'm not sure if the high school rule is different, actually.
Right. On the previous punt, Mikey, Henderson was coming with the rush. That's what kind of caused the punter to have to go and run himself because the rush was coming really hard. So they do have they have been practicing obviously that on special teams, and that seems to be working tonight for them.
18-0 is the score. Unionville leads Henderson. Carl, you just had a big defensive stop. If you're Henderson, give the ball to Jay Pierce.
There it is.
Only problem with saying that, Carl, is I'm pretty sure Unionville was expecting that same thing. He is their best offensive player.
Timing wasn't good on that play, and the offensive line didn't get off there, Mikey.
Yeah, if you're the Warrior offense, you can't just go 3 and out. Your defense has got a big stop, but they need a chance to get a breather. Second down for the Warriors. And nowhere to go again. Carl, almost looked like the exact same play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 11.
The timing's just off, Mikey.
You see Pierce there holding his arms like, what am I supposed to do? Even Barry Sanders needed a little crack in the defense.
No chance on either of those runs, Mikey. makes it a very difficult 3rd and 11 here.
And if you are Smink, you have to remember, a sack is better than a fumble. Take control or take care of the ball. Low snap. Good throw. Pass is complete. That's going to be a first down for the Warriors. Nice grab by Cole Cooper, Carl. Good throw, even better grab.
Yeah, that play, after the first 2 plays that were totally miserable, Mikey, they completed a beautiful pass.
Low snap, but Smith kept his composure.
Yep.
There was a rush coming, saw his man, put it where only his man could get it, and a nice job by Cooper grabbing that ball out of the air.
So Anderson's had two really nice plays tonight. They just need to put something together, Mikey.
I like getting Pierce the ball, but maybe try hit him on a screen, or so it's maybe a different type of running play. But
yeah, we don't see a lot of screens in high school football. But
Pierce doing best because ball came out, but he was clearly down.
Yeah.
Not much of a hole, but he got something out of it. But do they maybe try and do a play action pass where they try and hit Lodato? Or you just saw the play that Cooper made. Try and hit him again. Second and 8, ball on the 43. Man in motion. Pass is complete. And Carl, that's to a player we don't have on our roster.
So we apologize to his parents.
Either way, it was a nice grab. Not enough for a first down, but good completion. We're seeing some progression here for this offense. Smink, even when it's a difficult snap, keeping his composure, looking for his man, making solid throws. It's a 3rd and 5. Low snap again, Carl. Pass is complete to Lodato. Carl, he actually had 2 men open on that play. Good, solid throw.
Big target, Mikey.
But these are the things that you're looking at if you're Coach Lenardi that are positives. You would Smink. He could have come into the second half thinking, man, I lost 2 fumbles. I'm getting pressured. All those low snaps, he could be, oh, man, here we go again. But he's picking the ball, keeping his composure. Good routes there. I didn't even see Lodato at first. I saw he had another receiver open. I believe it was SM Player, but Lodato, as you said, big target.
I think the center's going to have to stay after the game, Mikey.
2 seconds left on the play clock, Carl. Delay a game.
That hurts.
You can't follow up these positive plays with penalties. Actually, no flag. They're going to, I believe, say that there was a timeout. It's a good timeout there, Carl. And we're going to take this timeout to hear from Miller's Insurance.
Chester County's most trusted insurance agency. Whether it's for your automobile or your home, a life insurance policy, or coverage for your business. Since 1975, Miller's Insurance Agency has been protecting homes, property, people, and businesses throughout Chester County. Miller's guides you every step of the way, providing the best options, getting you the right policy that works best for you. Contact us today for a no-cost consultation. Miller's Insurance Agency. We're here today for your tomorrows. Visit online at miainc.com.
Here at J. Oscar Dick Stadium on the Henderson High School campus as the Warriors trail the Unionville Indians by a score of 18-0, but they have a nice drive going, trying to get their first points of the season. Been actually a couple big pass plays for the Warriors. Handed off to Pierce as Noah taken down for a loss, as there was 3 Indian defenders there, including Nate Holt. Carl, when we were prepping for this game, reading about this upcoming season for the Indians, we read that Holt is expected to be one of the next in the long line of great Indian linebackers. He's shown tonight. He's got great speed, great tackling ability.
Yes, he has, and that was excellent pursuit on Jay Pierce there.
2nd and 12. Ball on the 33. Smink drops back. Pass is thrown up. It is bobbled and complete. Nice job staying with the play. Cole Cooper bobbled it a little bit there, but he was able to keep his concentration. Carl, liking what I'm seeing on this drive. They get a negative play, come right back out, live to fight another play.
Plus, it's good to see some stars maybe breaking out for them. Cole Cooper, a name we haven't heard before, makes 2 great catches on this drive.
And also, the more you're able to pass the ball, the more it opens up running lanes, the more it makes for a possibility of play action passing. Indians pressure, passes incomplete. I was about to say, Carl, don't be surprised to see the Indians try and pressure this young quarterback because they have gotten to him a few times, and there have been some snap issues, and low snap delays the quarterback an extra half a second or so. If you rush him, you're going to get to him. He's lucky there was not intentional grounding, but Ladado was close enough.
Exactly. Actually, it was good that that was just an incompletion and not a 10-yard loss. Getting low snap.
Rolls out, going to get all the yards he can. There is a flag on the play. And it is holding. Carl, you gotta follow positive plays with positive plays. They're going the wrong way now.
Yeah, they've been able to avoid penalties tonight, but this one's going to hurt a little bit because it's going to push them back 10 yards. Going to make it 1st and 20.
I want to give a shout out to one of our listeners, Lauren, who says she's cheering for the Unionville Indians tonight. Shout out to her watching the game right now. Second and 24. Oh, dangerous pass, and it is intercepted. Dangerous throw there, I believe, Carl. Was that Stephon Twombly on the interception?
Yeah, he threw it right to him, Mikey, unfortunately. And again, that pressure by that Unionville defense makes it really tough for Henderson to sustain a drive, Mikey. 3rd turnover of the game for Smirk.
Yeah, Smink just had to be careful there with that throw, Carl. They had a nice drive going.
Again, that penalty puts you back, and then you have to throw the football, and that's what happens. For Unionville to get their running game going.
Run up the middle, nowhere to go there. The Warriors have shown a lot of positive things tonight, but they just can't seem to put it all together. Not just 1 or 2 plays, but not a full drive. Can the defense get another stop? Can they maybe get an interception? Another big sack. They had the one from Ladado earlier.
But you can take some positives the way Henderson is playing. They're certainly playing with a lot of effort. A little bit mismatched, but definitely some positives.
Toss play to Schilling. Good tackle there by the Warriors.
Tackling's been better in the second half, Mikey. Do you agree?
John Hamm on the tackle. Said the same a few times tonight. Yeah, Carl, you can see a difference between this year's team and last year's team, although the score is not exactly showing it. When we were here last season for games, Carl, 1 first down was, a major cheering point. They're having several on a drive. We're seeing some really strong defensive plays, some sacks, some good pressures. Still have a lot of work to do, but I mean, this is the first game for a new head coach. Pressure in the backfield. Charlton able to avoid it. Takes it to the outside. Finally brought down. Nice job by the defense. And Carl, I believe that was Cole Cooper again. He's having a fantastic game.
Yeah, again, Cole using his wide receiver speed there to come and get Charlton before he could get away.
And that is another stop by the Warrior defense, Carl.
Yeah, they definitely made some adjustments here in the second half, Mikey, defensively.
I mean, they were giving up, sorry to cut you off, they were giving up like 35 points a game at points last season, if not more. Great punt, beautiful hang time, good distance, and it takes a bounce for the Indians. It's going to be a first down on the 23-yard line for the Warriors after this word from Washington Hose Company, number 1.
The Washington Hose Company is located at 376 East Lincoln Highway, serving the city of Coatesville and the surrounding communities for almost 150 years. Our dedicated EMS staff of volunteer and career are proud to provide EMS services 24/7, 365 days a year. WHC offers first aid, CPR AD, babysitting, and several other training for first aid and certification classes. To take a class or volunteer, please contact us at 610-384-6464. Be safe.
We are back at Henderson High School as the Warrior defense has just forced the second consecutive stop. Can the offense get it going? That's senior Jay Pierce on the run. Warriors have time to get another playoff here in this quarter, which you think they would want to do as they trail by 3 scores, but taking their time here. Oh, we have an injured player for the Indians. Going to take this chance to let you hear about ChesmontFootball.com.
I can't find anything on TV.
Hey, remember the other day when I wouldn't let you go to the football game Friday night? Well, that same game you missed is archived at ChesmontFootball.com.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we are back here as the injured player has gotten up for the Indians. The Warriors, though, look like they have opted to not run another play here in this quarter. So that's going to make your score after 3 quarters. The Unionville Indians 18, the Henderson Warriors nothing. It's the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. And folks, you can advertise on 3ctvlive.com or ChesmontFootball.com by calling 610-269-5000 for sponsorship opportunities. Again, you can advertise on the Chesmont Game of the Week by calling 610-269-5000. Folks, be sure to follow us on social media. You can follow us on Twitter at ChesmontFB. Like us on Facebook at 3CTV Live and follow us on Instagram at 3CTV Live. We try to get some score updates for you for the rest of Chesmont. It is Coatesville trailing Harrisburg by a score of 7-0. Again, they're missing Aaron Young this season as he had graduated. They still have Dupree Bryant and Ortega. They are both going to Villanova, I believe, Carl. You have Downingtown East leading Archbishop Bryan 42-6, a very strong Cougar team this year. Ruston leads Sun Valley 33-0. It is Great Valley over Phoenixville 15-0. Oxford trailing Kennett 22-6. West Chester East up 7-0 on Kensal Rock North. Minimal gain there by Pierce. Carl, he had that one really big run. He's had a couple maybe 5 or 6 yarders, but it's been a lot of 2-3 yard runs at best. But he's trying to do whatever he can to help this team.
The offensive line not giving him a lot of opportunities. That one great run, he just was able to break it to the outside and use his speed.
Third and 10, ball on the 27. And it's going to be delay a game on Henderson. Carl, as we said, there is a play clock on both ends of this stadium, so there is no excuse, Carl, for there to be a delay a game. They almost had one in the third quarter, but called a timeout.
Right.
Your defense has gotten you 2 stops in a row, but the offense is just not backing the D. Shotgun formation, low snap again. Pass is incomplete, thrown behind Cooper. Carl, that's what, the 10th at least low snap we've seen?
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
I mean, I wonder if they'd be better suited to maybe try and put Smink under center, but maybe he feels more comfortable in the shotgun.
Yeah. Ineffective drive there, Mikey.
Now the Warriors are going to have to punt. Indians going to get great field position as the return man is standing on the 50. Unionville a little late getting other players on the field. Good snap there. Solid punt is going to take a Warrior bounce, go out of bounds at the 39. Great punt, Carl.
Yeah, good punt, good direction.
So the Indians are going to try to add to their lead. They lead 18-0. It's the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. Coming in up next week, tune in to Great Valley taking on West Chester Ruston. That game at Ruston. Now, Carl, I'm not going to be at that game. You'll be taking the reins on that one, but it's a Ruston team that is always very strong. As we said, they're considered the favorites along with Unionville and with West Chester East. Handoff goes to Schilling. They've been able to give Schilling a little bit of a break tonight by giving the ball to Weston Grimm and also Sean Kelly. And as we have another injured player, again, you hate to see that, but Carl, I think it's a cramp again. It's not too hot out, but you have players that have been practicing, but the conditioning is just different when it comes to actually playing in a live game. Most teams have a scrimmage.
Yeah, it's coming up again, and it's.
We're gonna do a new thing here for ChesmontFootball.com. We're going to show you a replay of the last run for the Indians. Good, solid tackling there by Henderson. But the problem is that a lot of the tackles that they've had tonight have come after there's been a big hole and a decent run for the Indians.
Yeah, they've been much more solid in their tackling in the second half, Mikey, and held Unionville scoreless, which is something they can help them down the road against a really good football team. So
Yeah, a solid running team. As we said, it's strength versus strength. It's a good running team versus a very strong defensive line. It's going to be an Indian first down. 8-0 is your score with 9:51 to go here in the fourth quarter. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Expect to see a lot of running plays the rest of the way, Carl. As, of course, they make a line read and they try to pass it, but there's nobody open. Nice run there by Charlton, but that was a designed pass play. I was expecting to see the run, Carl, just because you got the lead.
Another injury here, Mikey. Again, some dehydration problems here, Mikey.
Yeah, you hate to see the cramping up.
Yeah, he's in pain.
We talked about that game a couple years ago at Ruston where it seemed like almost every 3 plays there was a player cramping. It's a very nice night out tonight, not too hot, but...
well, dehydration can still kick in, Mikey, regardless of the weather. Again, like you said, you made a good point with the fact that this is their first game. And your body has to get used to playing football again in real contact situations.
Second and 7, ball on the 47. .8:45 to go here in the fourth. 3-score lead for the Indians. What would be a 4-score lead after this run? Is Schilling making a brilliant run. He's still going inside the 20, inside the 10. Beautiful 47-yard touchdown run. What a play by Connor Schilling. And we're going to show you that run after this extra point or 2-point conversion. We really don't know with the Indians. They've failed to convert on any of their conversion attempts. What a play by Connor Schilling. Carl, he had to cut across the field, make a couple of guys miss. But that's why he's one of the best backs in all of Chesmont. Not just the American division, all of Chesmont.
Yeah, it was a heck of a run. He used his great running ability in the open field, Mikey, cutting back like a really good running back knows how to do.
That extra point is up, and it is good. Unionville leads 25-0, and Carl, that was probably the worst looking of the extra points, and it went through. Here's a replay of that fantastic Connor Schilling run. Great juke there by Schilling, making a man miss. I mean, that's one of the better runs you're going to see all season, and it's in the first game. So Connor Schilling, add that to that man's highlight reel. The Warrior defense was looking really strong here in this second half, but when you're going up against a back of that caliber, that's just going to happen sometimes. Now, if you are Coach Lenardi, you're going to want to see how your offense responds. Can they put some points on the board? Can your defense respond on the next drive and not give up any more points tonight? Good kickoff there all the way down to the 2-yard line. And an even better tackle. Of course, in high school football, the ball goes in the end zone. It's a touchback. So to be able to kick it just short, make the return man have to bring it out. And you count on your coverage to make a big tackle, and they did. So the Warriors going to start off with their worst field position of the night. First and 10, ball on their own 13. And it's a great run by Jay Pierce. I don't believe he's going to be caught, Carl. One man to beat. Making a diving tackle, Carl. It was Bryce Whitlock again. What great speed he has. That is the second fantastic run by Jay Pierce tonight. And we're going to do a quick replay of that run by Pierce. Carl just showing great speed, but even better speed was Whitlock chasing him down from behind. I thought that was going to be a touchdown, Carl.
Yeah, but Whitlock has a speed.
Low snap there.
Again.
You know, Spink's been doing a great job not letting his knee touch the ground, Carl, because his knee touches the ground, the play's over.
So Jay has had two great runs tonight, attributed his 100-yard game tonight to those two runs, correct, Mikey?
Yeah, he's had a couple of okay runs, but he's had two beautiful ones. And Carl, you notice the first time he had a big run, they took him out of the field, and then they tried to do, I don't know if it was a designed run, but the quarterback rolled out fumble. This time, simple run, get him right back in after one play.
Right.
Do they maybe try to throw it to Cooper here? Or Lodato, or do they just give it to Pierce? They give it to Pierce.
Unionville ready for it.
This is going to be 4-down territory. Do you try the play action? Maybe hit the big target, Lodato. Go for Cooper, who's shown he's had strong hands tonight.
The problem with the passing game is the low snaps, Mikey, and the pressure that Unionville puts on when he tries to throw the ball. Just doesn't have enough time.
Plenty of time on the play clock, 8 seconds.
Looks like he might throw it here, Mikey, and he does.
Throws it up for Cooper, leaps up for it, no chance. Too high, and it was good coverage. I like the idea, just not quite there, but that's something that you can develop in practice and throughout the season.
Yeah, you called for it there, Mikey. They went right to what they wanted to do, but just he would have had to really thread the needle there with that pass. Cooper doesn't have the size of a real tall receiver to come up and get that.
4th and 10. You see their kicker on the sideline practicing kicking, looking like he's hoping to get a chance to kick an extra point. It's going to be a timeout for Henderson. Do you try and go for the field goal here just to put some points on the board, just reward your offense for a solid drive?
Coach's decision, Mikey, there. Coach's decision. I mean, you lose the 25-0, 25.
They're signaling. I think they're trying to signal the kicker, but he's now he's coming up to the coach. Do you say, hey, let's try and get points on the board? Where there's not a goose egg up there, you can say, hey, we're not shut out. But if you miss that kick, you go, oh man, we could have just tried to get a first down there. Or do you go with the offense and say, guys, you can do this. You've put together a good drive. I don't see the kicker out on the field, so I do believe they're going to try and convert this 4th down conversion. That's one of the longer timeouts I've ever seen.
It was a long timeout, Mikey. So, see what play they have set up. It's the same formation, Mikey, as the last play. Actually have 4 wide receivers split out, 3 on one side, 1 on the other.
Low snap, Smink throws it up.
Nice.
There is a flag. Carl, I thought that was great coverage. The only thing I could say is there was one arm down for the defensive back. Maybe he held the receiver's arm down. I don't know, but the ref was right there. He has the best viewpoint of anyone, far side of the field.
I thought it was an excellent throw, Mikey. I did not see the pass interference. It was in the far corner.
I have to think maybe it was just that one arm. It's, as you said, it's on the far side of the field. The man who threw the flag was the guy who was right there. And I actually spoke with the officials at halftime to confirm what the exact rule was for pass interference in high school. It's if it's inside the 30, it is half the distance to the goal.
Is it an automatic first down, Mikey, or not? Oh,
and we have a replay of that pass interference. Let's see what happened on that play. Actually having a little bit of technical difficulty there, so we're going to bring you this 1st and goal from the 6. As do believe we have a timeout by Unionville, or I know we're having a conversation between the officials and looks like Coach Clark. Because I've not seen a timeout signaled for Carl. Did we ever have a timeout signal? I think we are now. And we do have a timeout called by Unionville. We're going to try again with the instant replay. Again, it's a little bit of technical difficulties.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see that because me and you were not sure whether that was really pass interference.
I don't think Coach Clark was really sure about that one, because you could tell he walked out and started talking to the officials.
Give credit to the quarterback on that play. An outstanding throw. I mean, it was there to be caught. He couldn't have put it in a better place.
And there's still a little bit of a conversation occurring. Again, the official was right there.
I'm just wondering if the coach is not happy with that call either, Mickey.
Oh, he's definitely not happy. He's still talking. When you're up 25-0,
right,
and you're still arguing about a call, you definitely saw something you did not like. 1st and goal, ball on the 6. Pierce with the carry. And Carl, just based on the 2 runs he's had tonight, he deserves a touchdown.
I was just going to say that, Mikey. It'd be nice to get him the ball, you know, and he made a nice cutback on there, but there just was too many guys after him, unfortunately.
Now, looking at it the other way, though, Unionville's defense has only really given up 2 big plays. You can almost say they deserve a shutout also. Depends on what team really you're cheering for here. Us, we're cheering for good football. We've seen a lot of good plays tonight. Some sloppiness, but overall well-fought game. Smink drops back. Pass incomplete, Carl. It was almost thrown pretty much between Lodato and JP Killoran.
But wasn't Lodato open, Mikey? I saw. He looked like he was open.
It almost looked more like he was going for the other receiver there, but it was between the 2.
I really think that Lodato should have been the guy that they go to there. He's such a big target, Mikey. You know, if nobody can get in front of him, he's going to catch that ball.
Wonder if his mind there was just indecisive, and he just said, "I'll just throw it and hope one of them gets it." But yeah, I think he had 2 men there, and he threw it to no one, to none of them.
Damn, low snap.
Smink drops back. Cooper's running. It hit him in the hands, but that's a tough play. He did what he needed to do, trying to run across the field, get open for his quarterback. I think Smink maybe should have waited an additional second or 2 to give him a chance to get open, but
now they're going to take the 3, put points on the board. I don't think they want to get this close and not get something for their offense here.
And the Warriors are going to attempt a field goal. There's Joe Shore. It's in for the extra point. In for the field goal, excuse me. Good snap there. Kick is up. It is good. The Warriors are on the board. 25-3 is your score. Unionville with the lead. We'll be back after this word from ChesmontFootball.com.
Harry!
Hey there.
Hurry up, buddy. We're going to be late for the game.
No, Pops, we can watch it on ChesmontFootball.com at any time.
You do say.
Sure thing, Coach. We can stream it live on any smart device.
And we are back at J. Oscar Dix Stadium in West Chester, Pennsylvania, here at the beautiful Henderson High School campus, as the Warriors have just gotten on the board. Not the way they wanted to end that drive, as they had another brilliant run by Jay Pierce, but they got a field goal, Carl. They got off the schneid, off the gooseboard. They got that goose egg off the board, Carl.
Yeah, they deserved it. Unfortunately, Jay couldn't get in, but Henderson does get rewarded with a field goal.
And here comes the onside kick, and it is Connor Schilling, Carl. Who else recovering that one?
Yeah, nice kick there, Mikey, and great job by Schilling to come up and grab the ball before the 10 yards and secure it. But the kick was executed nicely.
So Unionville leading by 22, just 5 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the game. Can they add to their lead? And not much room to run. That's the second time I've seen a Unionville player's helmet come off. And we will have a post-game interview with the victorious coach. And barring some turnovers by the Unionville offense, it looks like that's going to be Alan Foster speaking with Coach Pat Clark. Then the long-tenured Unionville coach going against a head coach for Henderson in Lenardi. It's his first year. Good run by the Indians, but also a nice job tackling, Carl, by the Warriors. Although there's been some broken tackles, overall this second half has been a strong showing defensively for the Warriors.
Yeah, except for the Connor Schilling run. It's the only big play, but
Carl, I'd love to see how the Warriors progress this season, but almost wish that Jay Pierce maybe was a junior, just so we can see him continue to grow with the rest of this offense for the Warriors.
somebody new running the ball, Mikey.
That is Brendan D'Amico.
Brendan D'Amico getting his first run of the game.
He is a sophomore. It is fourth down for the Indians. They are in, looks like they're keeping their offense on the field. They're on the 40 of the Warriors. Carl, they could punt it here and try and pin the Warriors back deep, or they get the first down here. They can really run this clock low. And they are going for it unless you're trying to get the Warriors to go offside. And it is a hand up the middle.
You weren't going to get the first down on that play, Mikey.
And Carl, it was important to note that they do have the backup quarterback in. That is Matt McCluskey.
Okay. It's a nice name for a quarterback.
Yeah, Matt McCluskey.
Sounds like a quarterback.
Warriors get the stop. I know it's against the backup QB and some backup running backs, but Carl, that's what, the fifth defensive stop by the Warriors in this half.
Yeah, pretty much flawless, you know, except for the Connor Schilling touchdown, big touchdown run.
And honestly, if I'm the Warriors, I'm keeping my starters in because they need to work on a lot, Carl. They're still trying to get things going with this quarterback, with this line. I mean, obviously you want to not put Pierce in any unnecessary situations, but they want to see a touchdown, Carl. Low snap. They also got to work on those snaps.
Yeah.
He's got a man. Pass is complete. What a great pass and an even better catch for the Warriors. And that is Pat Essemplair with the reception. 52-yard touchdown reception. Fantastic throw by Smick. Great route by Essemplair. And the Warriors get their first touchdown of the season on a beautiful pass and catch.
Again, that's his second great pass in a row. The one in the end zone that they called pass interference on was another excellent throw.
And we're going to show you that pass and catch after this extra point. There's actually a whistle before the extra point. So we're going to actually show you that replay now as the refs get this figured out. So low snap. Smith keeps his composure, pressure in his face, throws it up. Essemplair just had about 2 steps on the man covering him. Great play, Carl.
Yeah, a well-executed bomb pass, Mikey, and perfect throw. Great job by Essemplair to get open. And he had enough daylight to break away from the cornerback and get in the end zone for Henderson's first score of the season.
First touchdown.
First touchdown of the season, right, not score because they had a field goal. So actually make the score respectable here, Mikey. I'm going to go for 2, Mike. And they got it.
And that 2-point conversion is good. Mark Gunther on the run, making the score 25-11. Carl, great drive, great conversion. This is really something they can build on. Carl, there's 3:20 left. Try for another onside kick.
Yeah,
the last one was pretty decent.
Get away from Schilling. I'm sure they'll use their running backs and good hands, people, but definitely going to see another onside kick here, Mikey. And Mikey, they can take solace in the fact that they've actually outscored Unionville in the second half, 11-7. So that's a good sign for them that their program is maybe going to be a little bit better this year than there was last year, and maybe have a chance to maybe win a couple games.
Yeah, talking to Coach John Lenardi before the game, he said, we want to put up a better showing than we did last year, and they've done that tonight. I mean, again, we liked what Coach Stephen Adams was doing with the program last year, trying to build a culture to get back to the Henderson team that was competitive every year in the Chesmont National Division. Different type of kick this time. It is still going to be recovered by the Indians. Last time they kicked it to the other side of the field, low line drive. This time more of a pop kick, but the Indians do recover it.
Yeah, maybe the kick was a little bit too far, Mikey, and he had a little bit too much time to get under it without any pressure of somebody coming over and knocking it out. Unionville really only needs maybe another first down here to secure the victory.
And this is the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. All these games are archived. You can go on to ChesmontFootball.com. You want to see some of those plays, the Schilling run, the Pierce runs, the great pass and catch by Smith and Essemplair. Nice job there by the Warrior defense. You can tell they're trying to get the strip, get the ball back.
Looked like a rugby scrum there, Mikey.
And it is a timeout by the Warriors. Carl, I've been impressed with the coaching job by Coach John Lenardi tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of things to work on, of course.
Actually, the whole coaching staff, because when we saw there being a tough play or a player getting frustrated by something that happened, there was always a coach or a coordinator going over speaking to that player when they're getting big plays, the sidelines getting fired up.
Yeah, at least they can take some encouragement out of this game. There's things to look at on film, Mikey, that are positive. Not all negative, stuff. Defense having a good second half, offense coming alive in the fourth quarter. So some good things for them to look at. And, they certainly get excited, and that excitement can build your team.
Carl, one non-Chesmont score to mention real quick. North Penn and Neshaminy. It's a 27-20 game. Those are two perennial powerhouse teams. And another good defensive play by the Warriors.
There's a good chance they will get the ball back again, Mikey.
It is some backups for Unionville, but you got to play against who's on the field. Third down and 8. If the Warriors get another stop here and score again, does Coach Pat Clark put his starters back in the game? Or does he want to see how the backups do under the pressure here? Is it another running play to chew up more clock? It is. Brendan D'Amico trying to fight for every yard he can get there. It's going to be a fourth down. The Warriors will get the ball back again unless, does Unionville try and convert here? Or are they just going to run the clock down and call a timeout?
I imagine that's what they're doing here.
So the Warriors are out of timeouts. There's no way for them to stop the clock here.
Right, but it makes no sense to go for it here. You might as well just punt it and make them go the length of the field. Unless they're trying to use it as perhaps a teaching moment. Coatesville still trails Harrisburg 7-0. There's a timeout, Unionville. I want to thank all our sponsors for tonight's game at SWI Service Wholesale Incorporated. I thank Chester County Transmissions, Washington Hose Company No. 1, and Miller's Insurance. Folks, just a reminder, you can follow us on Twitter at ChesmontFB. Like us on Facebook at 3CTV Live, and follow us on Instagram at 3CTV Live. And hey, if you want to sponsor the Chesmont Game of the Week, like those companies we just listed, you can give us a call at 610-269-5000 for sponsorship opportunities. And you too can advertise on 3CTVLive.com and ChesmontFootball.com by calling 610-269-5000. And now they do have the punting unit on, Carl, so it was just to try and take the clock down, as we expected it would be, but the Warriors have nobody back. Oh, now somebody's out there to return the punt. That's a player. I'm not too sure why he wasn't there, but...
and he is back deep, Carl, for this return. Fair catch called for. And he had room to run there, Carl.
Yeah, I think he did make the right decision there, Mikey. Because you got to make a play. It's,
You have a minute 27 left, down 2 scores. You've made one of the biggest plays of the game the last time you touched the ball.
Played it safe there.
I mean, unless they told him, hey, you need to do a fair catch there. Don't risk anything, but...
yeah, I don't see why they would have told him that. But, he would have probably gotten at least 5 to 10 more yards at the minimum there.
First and 10, ball on the 21. Warriors trying to score on their 3rd consecutive drive. Low snap. Ball thrown behind the intended target, Nate Mulhern.
Yeah, those low snaps just knock the timing right off.
He had 2 great passes in a row. That one, not so much. There's been a few timing issues on some of these passes, but yeah, the snap is something that, if I'm Coach Lenardi, I'm definitely going to be working on in practice. I mean, Smink's doing a great job reacting to those low snaps, not having his knee touch the ground, not getting too thrown off, but as you said, on a timing route, really throws you off. 2nd and 10, ball on the 21. This time Smink secures the ball as he takes the sack. I can't believe they didn't blow the play dead sooner. But Carl, that sack is going to bring the clock underneath a minute as there's 1:06 left on the clock.
Yeah, that's going to be about it, Mikey. Not much they can do here.
Well, the last time we said that, though, Jay Pierce had a fantastic run.
Right.
Be sure to stay tuned after the game with an interview with the winning coach, which looks like will be Coach Pat Clark. His team started 0-3 last year. Looks like they're going to start 1-0 this year. Pass is almost intercepted. Was that Bryce Whitlock again?
Yeah.
Who made 2 touchdown-saving tackles against Jay Pierce tonight. If I'm Jay Pierce, I got to go up there and go, man, can you just let me get one? It's 4th and 19. No reason to go for this here, Carl. I mean, unless you're expecting that Unionville is just going to take a knee if you don't convert, but it's 4th and 19 on your own 12. And Carl, they finally threw a screen pass.
There's your screen. And almost a horse collar there, Mikey.
Pierce did all he could on that one.
Kind of wonder why they wouldn't try that as a regular play. Could be very effective getting him outside.
You got to get the ball in the playmaker's hands. He is short of the first down. It is going to be 1st and 10 for the Indians. They should just come out here and take a knee. But yeah, that was, I mean, I know the Indians weren't exactly playing a press D there, but it was a screen pass that probably should have come a little bit earlier when they were trying to open things up a little bit. It's what we believe to be the final play of the game. It is a knee by the Indians. The Warriors are going to start this season 0-1. The Indians are going to start it 1-0 as it is Unionville 25, Henderson 11. As we see those final seconds running off the clock. 2 seconds, 1, and it is final here at Henderson High School. And your final score of the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. Unionville 25, Henderson 11. Carl, why don't you give us the second half scoring recap?
Okay, Mikey, no score in the third quarter. In the tight defensive battle in that third quarter, Henderson doing a good job. Then in the fourth quarter, Connor Schilling got off on a 47-yard run, breaking tackles, cutting inside, outside, and making it to the end zone untouched for a 47-yard touchdown, a 61-yard drive. The extra point was good, and it was 25-0. Then Henderson finally got on the board after a long run by Jay Pierce. They got him down there, and Joe Scher kicked a field goal of 23 yards, and it was 25-3. And then, exciting for Henderson, they get on the board with their first touchdown of the season, and it was a long pass to Pat Sinclair, making a great catch and a great throw by Smirk, and it was a 2-point conversion that made the final score 25-11 Unionville.
Yeah, Carl, positives for this game. If you are a Unionville fan, your offensive line dominated the first half of play. You're a big playmaker, and Schilling had some huge plays tonight. Positives for Henderson. Smink had a couple nice passes. He had the deep pass to as some player, you had Cole Cooper with a couple of big catches. Jordan Lodato defensively had a sack and a couple of good defensive plays. Quinn Keegan also a couple nice tackles. We saw the Warrior defensive line really come up big in the second half, some big stops. And we're going to have Coach Pat Clark talking to his Unionville Indians after this victory.
We did a lot of good things. When we play aggressive and our motor's going on every phase of the game, we're hard to beat. But, when our motor's not going 100%, we don't look great. So we got to work on that. But overall, I'm real proud of you guys. And the first week after that we got, okay? We'll celebrate a victory week 1. Tomorrow morning we turn the page to West Chester East, okay? They're the guys that rated Chesmont American. Oh, West Chester East is coming over. You got another challenge next week, fellas. So we're going to embrace that challenge. We got a home opener next week. Nice job tonight.
As we're getting ready to have an interview with Alan Foster and Victoria's coach Pat Clark, as the Indians start the season at 1-0.
Alan, good to see you.
As we're going to send it down to Alan Foster in just a moment.
3 running backs effectively tonight. Was that your plan coming out?
Yeah, listen, I think ChesmontFootball.com is great. I got a daughter. If you guys want to talk, I got a daughter who lives in Tennessee.
Take it away, Alan.
So these are my questions. I'm going to ask you. You used 3 effective tonight, and then that you did an excellent job. Right. You can improve on it. I'm here with Pat, the coach. Coach, congratulations. You did an excellent job tonight. You used 3 running backs effectively. Was that your plan going in tonight?
Yeah, we really have 3 kids that we like. We probably got 4 or 5 running backs, and listen, it gave us a lot of balance tonight. If one guy gets a hot hand, we can ride him a little bit more, but I thought up front we were pretty good. I mean, we were able to run both to the right and to the left and split up our carries, and it's a long season. The more kids you can get to contribute, the better I think we'll be as a team.
Well, you were very motivated tonight. You seemed to be going for it. They had a little momentum coming back, but you seemed to be able to shut them down. How was that for you tonight?
Listen, I thought the turnovers were great. We talked about being a really great defense, getting turnovers. We'd have liked a few more stops. I thought their kid 32 had a really good game tonight at running back, and it was really a pain for us. But, we were able to get turnovers, and I think that was, turnovers not only you get the ball back, but also kind of changes the momentum of the game. And I thought the turnovers we got were real big. When we play fast and run to the ball, we're pretty good, but when we don't want to run fast, we look pretty bad.
Well, there was a very emotional speech that you gave your team for the first game out there. How do you see the season progressing for you?
I think we take it a week at a time. I think, everybody knows that Chesmont's some of the best football in southeastern Pennsylvania. We get another tough test in West Chester East next week, and there are no easy games. So, while we're celebrating week 1, there's always things you can fix, and we'll get on those things for next week.
I guess some of those things were the extra points you got to work on a little bit, Coach?
Yeah, he's a first-year kicker, and so, that's just a practice thing.
Right.
Missed assignments are a practice thing, but we'll get it worked out. Our kids are pretty good about, they were happy we won, but they're like, oh, we have things we can fix. So I really like where their mindset is.
Well, I like the way your coach, you did an excellent job tonight. Congratulations, and congratulations for the rest of the season.
Appreciate it. Thanks. You guys do a great job. Thank you.
All right. This is Alan Foster, ChesmontFootball.com. Bring it back to Mikey. Mikey, back to you on the booth.
All right. Thank you, Alan. Again, for the entire ChesmontFootball.com crew, Carl Rummett here in the booth with me. I am Mikey Dunn. Thanking you for tuning in. Again, next week it'll be Great Valley at West Chester Ruston. Thanks for tuning in. Good night, everybody.